Our next exercise you might have seen before with the planes, trains, and automobiles. Well, we've added a couple different modes of transportation into this, and we have a really fun exercise series set up for us following this theme. So remember, we have airplanes, which has us making a circle like a propeller in front of the body. We're going to have helicopters, which has that circle going over our head. We have automobiles that have steering wheels. We have trains that run on the tracks. And we have a couple other surprise modes of transportation. So get ready for them. We're going to do each one for about 15 to 20 seconds and then cycle through this series of exercises. So keep up with me. And remember, you can do this with just body weight, which means you have no objects in your hands. Or you could do this with like a towel or a t-shirt or something like that that is going to allow you to kind of swing it around and get that extra resistance and that extra motion for the arm. So let's get ready to start this off. Remember, this is going to be planes, trains, and automobiles version 2. All right, first up, we got that helicopter. So I got my t-shirt here, my towel above my head, and I'm swinging it around with just one hand right now. I'm using my right arm, and I have that towel up over my head like a helicopter. I'm swinging it around, and now we're going to transition into an airplane. This first airplane up, it has 2 propellers here, so we're going to get both arms turning on this second series here, this exercise, moving both arms around just like that big blue airplane there. And here we go with the hot air balloon. So with the hot air balloon, we got to pump it up. We got to light the fire and then exhale, blow out, light the fire. And we're blowing ourselves. We're moving across the sky. And now here we go. We're going to dive down with the submarine. So if you're sitting down, we're going to get low. We're going to send up that periscope. Bring your arm up, look around side to side, and then bring the periscope up as we go down. That's the submarine. We're going to dive and bring the periscope up. Here we are with a go-kart. So I got my hands together on a small steering wheel, and maybe I'm turning it around and kind of leaning my body and turning the steering wheel, going around the track, moving it around. If I have an imaginary steering wheel, I can be holding on here, and maybe it's a bus. Maybe it's a big steering wheel. Maybe we got to honk that horn, let the kids know we're coming. We got to open that door. We got to do that thing, honk the horn, and let's get down that road. Driving our big school bus, we got a big wide grip on that wheel. Here we go with the train now, moving around on the track. So you can see I got my arms going around in a circular fashion with the elbow bent. That's going to keep me on the tracks. It's going to have that train moving around. There we go. Let's move those tires. And now on the motorcycle. Here we are. We're going to lean. We're going to pop it up, do a wheelie, lean forward, go over here. Remember, we got throttle, we got braking, and we can just move that bike around, pop in a wheelie. Here we go. What's going to come next? Up we go. Oh, back to a helicopter. All right, I got the shirt flying. I'm going to go left hand, work out my other arm this time. So I got my left hand doing the helicopter circle up top. Here we go, moving it around, swinging it around, moving that helicopter propeller. Oh, now we go to an airplane. All right, remember, I can do one arm like I've done on a lot of these, or we can do 2 arms together in the center. That's really going to work out your core. It's going to connect everything between your arms, which is our center, and that's going to help us. Same thing in helicopter mode. You can see here, my shirt's not moving a whole lot. Neither are those muscles. But look at what happens when I get both arms involved in this exercise, and I'm moving this around. I engage everything here. Same thing here. If I'm doing a double airplane here, I got a certain type of movement at the shoulders. If I did this together, it's a certain type of movement now from the core. All right, this one's a stabilizer for the core. The other one's going to have some core mobility. Here we go. Air up that hot air balloon, pull down, blow out. Blows across the sky. Pull down. We got to get up higher. There we go. Now we got to drop down low. We got to drop down low. We got to get down low. Send that periscope up. We're looking around. We're looking around with the periscope, bringing it back up. If I'm standing up, I'm going to be going down, up, and then bringing it back down. Down, up, looking around. Hopping in the go-kart here. If I'm in the wheel, I might have my imaginary steering wheel. I might be leaning into those turns, leaning side to side, passing the steering wheel around, shifting through the gears. Driving around the go-kart track, shifting back on the big bus. Let's open the door up, let everyone in, and here we go. Honk the horn and give it a big drive. Here we go. Honk the horn again. Maybe we got to get those kids on board. Here we go. We're cruising through our exercises, cruising down the road. We got that big old bus steering wheel. And here we go, back on the train tracks. So you can see my arms are moving around in this locomotion fashion here. Here we go. We're moving around the tracks, moving around the train tracks. Let's keep going, everybody. We're almost done. We got to keep this going. We're back on that motorcycle. Maybe we're shifting. Maybe we're giving it some throttle.Maybe we're hitting that brake. Maybe we're popping a wheelie. Maybe we're leaning over. We're getting some speed. Maybe we're sitting on it. We're going over the sand. Here we go. We got to pump our arms. We got to absorb that shock. Here we go. Back to the helicopter. One more time. We got to get it spinning. We got the 60. We got the Navy bird up on here. We got to spin it around. Keep it going. Keep it going. Spin it around. Maybe switch hands. Keep it going. Keep that helicopter propeller moving. And here we go. We got a red airplane. I got this in front. I'm moving it around, swinging it around. I got two hands on the towel. I'm moving it around in front of my body. I'm standing up. I got my knees bent and I'm breathing. I'm trying to keep this going all the way through, and done. That was the first one we started with. And that is the last one we are going to finish off with. Excellent job, everybody. I think that's a really fun exercise. That's some fun things to do. It's a lot of different movement using our imagination. Remember, that's using one of our greatest muscles. And I'm so glad you could join us for this new edition. We had the submarine. We had that hot air balloon. We had to get up there and exhale out that carbon dioxide to get across the sky. And that's our transportation. Remember, you might be thinking of a way that you want to add. You might think of a mode of transportation, maybe a jet ski, something like that, maybe a hang glider. Maybe you let me know what you're thinking about. Send in your recommendations and we'll shoot some videos on that and we'll add that to our transportation list. So if you're not on the app already, get on there, app.gettrufit.com, sign up, start working out with us, get into these workouts and start sharing your progress, start sharing your ideas with me, share it with the team. And let's keep this going. We're doing a great thing here, and I'm so proud of you. Thanks again for joining us for Planes, Trains, and Submarines, and I'll see you on the next workout. Great job.